Surely there's some times where you've walked away from a meal, whether it's a curry or whatever, and you actually feel like I have unhealthily eaten more than I should have, and I'm a very naughty boy. I'm gonna order my favourite curry, like with all the side dishes, and basically attempt to kill myself with food. I'm essentially 80% human, 20% curry.
On Tuesday, we were making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, but they chilled on Sunday, Jack.
On Sunday, that was a tactical decision. That
It was. Anyway.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. No, I didn't mean to say that.
Say sorry.
I'm so sorry. And we're back.
We're back again.
Oh, you've done it.
I've done it.
I said not to use that catchphrase anymore.
No.
And now you've done
No,
it.
you said you weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
I never agreed to such thing.
Oh, well, I'm very disappointed in you, mate, to be honest.
Not for the first.
I thought you were better than that.
Well, I'm not.
No. So, we... Just for a bit of context for all of you people.
Wow.
You loyal listener and viewer.
Fantastic people.
I was speaking to Sam about what sort of idea to talk about for this podcast, and he's just said to me, "Oh, well, I'm sure there's some sort of disgraceful situation I found myself in the past which I can mention." So whilst he thinks about
I have to think about it because there's so many.
Well, I'm going to force this subject because Sam didn't want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about food.
Go on. You talk about food then, and I'll get involved at some point.
Why I wanted to talk about food is that, I mean, I don't know about you, and I know there's some people out there that are not this, but I am very much a food person. Like, I very much look forward. For example, I can be so sad that I could actually look forward to one meal on the weekend. So from that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was singing. Alright,
Stop singing on the
that was Greg David's fault.
I'm going to go
That was Greg David's fault. Greg David. No, that's his fault.
That's the last time you're singing ever in your life.
How does it go?
I'm not.
Now, how does it go? We were having drinks on Monday.
Yeah, go on.
Then we
took
were
it for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, but they chilled on Sunday, Jack.
On Sunday, that was a tactical decision.
It was. Anyway, I don't know why we've become Craig David. No singing is allowed in the podcast.
So basically, getting back to the original subject,
which was food, not
singing. Typically, in the past, I've really done that sort of thing with curry. I love curry. So, for example, on Monday, I'll tell myself, you know what, this Saturday, I'm going to order my favourite curry, like with all the side dishes, and basically attempt to kill myself with food.
I did not think that was going to come out your mouth.
No, but... Oh, there's been some really bad moments, but it's because it's with through the week I'm eating quite well. My food portions are okay; they're not huge. Like in each meal, the portion's not massive. But when it comes to that evening, it's sort of like you just tell yourself, no rules. This is what you want.
So it's the sort of thing where you look at the menu and you'll be like, well, this is what I normally get. Because I've been really good, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get 4 of those. I'm going to get 1 of them, and as you said, attempt to kill myself.
It is. Yeah, but the thing is,
you're a disgrace.
Obviously, I'm not saying that this is a common thing, but I'm just saying this is what I do, and I mean, I have lost. In all fairness, I have lost over 2 stone since January.
Well done.
I would like to thank COVID. The only good thing he's probably done for me.
Or she, because again, we don't discriminate. Stop discriminating on the channel.
I mean, I'm sure there's other people out there that might like, I don't know, pizza or fried chicken or whatever. But I always feel like that is actually a very, very, very unhealthy habit because I feel like I must surely cause damage to my system.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm literally... I mean, you can imagine, like, your stomach is like a shopping bag, right?
Right.
I've paid the 10p. I've got a bag for life, alright?
Right, okay, that's good.
A bit off topic. And the bag is full, and it's literally going over the top.
With your barges, your samosas, all of it.
I'm essentially 80% human, 20% curry.
For God's sake.
That's how I feel.
How have you worked out this statistic?
I mean, it might even be the other way around. I mean, I might be a walking curry. That's the thing. I might actually be more curry than human.
I mean, I'm partial to a curry. I do like the old curry, but I wouldn't say that a percentage of me is curry.
No, but like, there's some times where you've walked away from a meal, whether it's a curry or whatever, and you actually feel like I have unhealthily eaten more than I should have, and I'm a very naughty boy.
It wasn't needed.
I did slap his leg.
We've mentioned on previous podcasts, you're not going to attack me. You've done it again.
But you were a naughty boy.
I'm not the one that
deserved it.
I'm not the one that ate all the curry. That was you.
True.
You just slapped yourself. But anyway, do you ever come away from a meal? And I've said this on many occasions, whether I've gone out for dinner with the boys or have you ever made
lads.
Exactly, or gone back to my parents or just made dinner for myself. And I lean back in my chair and I'm like, oh, I'm never eating again. Like, do you ever have that?
Yeah. But I mean, I guess in a way, because I'm not that much of an alcoholic drinker, maybe people do that with drinks. So Monday, for some people they'd be like, you know what, Saturday, I am going to get rat-arsed. I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink as much as I can and just like, and I kind of get it to an extent. Like recently, I actually got into drinking whiskey of an evening. If I've had a really stressful day, I really feel like it takes the edge off. And I know like maybe I'm 26 now, but I'm sounding like a 76-year-old. But I genuinely do like just having a nice whiskey and then sort of taking the edge off, and then look forward to that curry for Saturday.
Well, I mean, I'm not in any way, shape, or form an alcoholic or whatever. But
neither am I.
No. But what I was going to say was, I tend to have like, there's been occasions where I may have overindulged in certain alcoholic beverages, and I will say that I'm allergic to that particular beverage.
WKD.
I think everyone's allergic to that because it's just pure sugar, mate. But
no, I thought that was a drink that you like, WKD.
Absolutely not. But so I like, for example, I have a story. It's going off topic of food. It's not a disgraceful story, but I once went.
Is Stephanie in this story?
Stephanie isn't in it. I'm sure. I probably saw her on the night this happened, but
Stephanie's in the story. Right, let's go.
No, but I went to a bar and had some pre-drinks.
By the way, sorry, I have to stop you there. Stephanie is from another podcast.
She is.
I can't remember the name.
It's called Connections in Car Parks.
Connections in Car Parks.
And Sick.
Yeah, so if you have not listened to that podcast, listen to it now and then come back. And we'll be here.
Or just listen to all of them. But anyway, I don't think Stephanie's in this one, but so the pre-drinks at the bar where I originally met Stephanie, but forget her, she's not involved.
So sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. No, I didn't mean to say that.
Say sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
So
I meant to say slug. I didn't mean to say that word.
I can't believe you. Anyway, so we had our pre-drinks and we went to our favourite, Visage, where we used to go.
The old Visage. I get the old leopard print blazer out.
I do love that. But we went there before it was open.
A bit of loofah.
Don't sing. Anyway, we went to...
Never too much.
So he sings anyway. Doesn't listen to me.
Never too much. Damn.
Right. So yeah, it wasn't open, and they said, "Oh, come in for some drinks on the house." I was like, "Abso-bloody-lutely, like, get my drink on, mate. Love it." And
then, my name's Sam. Yes, it is. Lads. That is literally the type of person you were. Disgusting.
No, I thought. By the way, I'm not a lad. Like,
why are you?
Well, I'm a human male, right? I'm not a lad.
But then you were definitely like, oh, I am a lad.
I aspired to be a lad.
Yes.
And we went in and they were like, they gave us a drink of our choice that we could have. And they're like, oh, we've got this whiskey. There's rum, sorry. And I was like, don't really like rum. But no, this is really nice.
And it's for free.
And it's for free. So they got us. You ever had Ray and Nephew?
No.
I wouldn't.
I've never had my nephew, no.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. So they poured 3 shots of Ray and Nephew for
I've got a horrible laugh.
You said it. What?
Is this laugh all about it or chat all about it? Carry on!
You're the one laughing. Anyway.
You're laughing. No, come on.
So anyway, they poured us
3 nephews. Yes.
yeah, 3 shots of Ray and Nephew. I've never had it before, and they were like, just honestly, get it down your throat and don't think about it. So I was like, right, it's a bit of a strange instruction. So I had one. I was like, yeah, it's a bit strong. I have another one. Had another one, and I don't remember from this point on, but I got escorted out before they'd even opened the bar.
In Visage.
In Visage.
I got kicked out of Visage.
I got escorted out.
Right.
Not kicked out. I was a very well-known figure within Visage and very well respected by the people behind the bar because I gave them all my money. But anyway,
We got escorted.
Escorted out because I couldn't walk and couldn't see. So I got called a cab.
Oh, that's always great when you can't see.
Yeah, it was great. Got called a cab for some reason outside Visage. A black cab. Don't know why. Bear in mind, there's a mini cab. There's 2 mini cab places around the corner.
That is a bit odd.
Got a black cab. I got in the cab. I can't stress to you that the cab disappeared. I was hallucinating. And
wait. So you got in the cab?
So I got basically chucked in the cab.
Yeah.
And as I must have closed my eyes, I opened my eyes, and then the cab disappeared, and I was like gliding along the road.
Right.
Like, how does that happen? How does a drink?
Drugs.
Well, but I saw them pour the drink. I wasn't spiked.
That is a bit of a mental story.
I was. There's no better way to put it, mate.
To be fair,
I was fucked.
It's quite daunting to think of vulnerable positions we put ourselves in. Like when you think, like eventually when like we have children of that age, like when they just turn 18. When I turned 18, I was turbo keen to get drinks, like and go out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mate,
when I was in
before
college,
18.
I'd be going out every night of the week. Like, honestly, like as much as I could. Any opportunity, if someone said, "Oh, like, do you fancy going out?" Like,
oh yeah, mate.
Yeah, and I mean, not every time I put myself in a vulnerable position, but I remember so many times, like looking back, like you were like not even human, basically.
I honestly, the amount I used to go out, like when I turned 18 up until maybe like my early 20s, 22, 23. If I had tried to do what I did then, I'd probably kill myself. It's horrific.
Yeah, I mean, there's moments where I do have really like obviously because you're so drunk, it's like to the point of paralytic, and I just don't have a lot of memory. Like obviously you've got a lot of stories, but the one I'm going to mention you weren't there that night, but
that's a shame.
I remember being in central London, and basically it was a sort of thing where I'm slightly tipsy, and then 5 minutes later, I am gone, like fully, like not drunk, like actually not there. No,
there's no one at home.
Yeah,
they've gone out.
And I remember similar to your story. Like 1 minute I'm in a bar, then 1 minute I'm like outside, basically on my back. I've got like my head against the wall on the street.
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
And I'm like shivering, so I don't know how, because I must have like come around and thought like, oh, so then I'm like shivering because I've just woken up, and I'm like thinking like, what the hell is going on? Like, what am I doing? But then you're so drunk and you're like, oh, like this is, I'm just like, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Which I did. Right. It's just crazy.
In the road.
Yeah, because it's just like you just absolutely.
Don't do that at home.
Just absolutely gone. So, I remember someone waking me up.
Someone you knew, or?
Not really, no. Like,
okay. They were on the
I
night
thought
out.
I knew them. It's one of them ones where
okay.
I thought I knew them, but I had not. But they were on a night out. It was like a man and a woman, like a couple.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Mate, give me your phone. Give me your phone." And I'm thinking, oh, well, I deserve it at this point. Like,
here you go.
Yeah, like I just deserve it. Like, and he said it in a way quite aggressively. I thought, you know what? Like, just take my phone. I'm gonna go back.
Did you actually give him your phone?
I did. No,
I didn't know that.
I'm going to give you my phone. I'm going back to bed. That is basically my
Back to bed.
my thought process at the time. So I gave him my phone, and then before I know it, he's like really forcibly like trying to get me to stand up. And I'm at this point, I'm like, look, you have my phone, go away. Like,
I just want to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, so I get carried up. He gives me back my phone, and I'm thinking like, what is all this about? Like, you take my phone.
It's the worst mug ever.
I know. It is, yeah. And then I'm thinking like, he's very dodgy. Like this geezer is actually, does he fancy me? A sort of thing. Like, is
well, you might have been wearing your leopard print suit, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And before I know it, he's literally escorting me into this Uber. He opened my phone up, went on Uber.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Dodgy,
it is weird. It is weird. And he sent me home. Luckily enough, my address was saved at Uber's home. And again, it's just like, it's ridiculous. Like, get in the cab, pass out, get out of the cab. I mean, all of a sudden, I'm an hour outside of London. I'm like, what? And then I obviously walk inside but I mean, again, it's very similar to like, because where I was brought up in a very secluded area of the forest, and I also feel like I never really drunk any alcohol before the age of 18, so it was always sort of like, at the age of 18, it was almost like oh my god, this is the moment where I can turn around and go, yes, I am allowed to drink.
Yeah.
And I can drink as much as I want, and it just went over the top. Like,
but I think sometimes when you're in a state like we both probably have been.
Apparently.
Right. I think you can. I don't know, that you have an instinct that would be like, whatever happens, I need to get home. So I've had it where I was maybe 45 minutes away from my house and I had to get a bus, and like I was violently ill when I got home, I'll put it that way. But my instinct to get home, like I couldn't even walk in a straight line, yet I was able to get 2 buses and a train to get home, to then collapse on my bed and for the room to be spinning around and make me be
I don't
ill.
even know.
But well, don't sing it.
I'm going to sing it. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's
I'm.
No, but I think you have an instinct, be like, I need to get home. Like 100%, whatever happens, I need to get home. I have a story about you, which.
So I leave the room now.
Like it is so funny, and you're gonna hate me for bringing it up, but
oh no.
hopefully you know what it is.
I do.
So we were in Visage, and
shout out to Visage.
Shout out to Visage. It's not there anymore. It's not.
But basically, for anyone that doesn't know, Visage is literally just a small bar. But it's an 80s bar, so it's got like loads of like TV screens all over playing like 80s music videos.
Yeah, it's great.
It's all 80s music, which was just right up our street at the time.
It was great, especially when you've had a few.
There's something about that music and actually having a jolly up is quite good.
It's very good.
Shout out to all them 80s lot.
Exactly, 100%. I don't even know what it is anymore, but I'm yet to find out.
Yeah, Visage. I think Visage has gone now, which makes it even more special. But anyway,
we're
at this night. Visage, what was I wearing?
Some sort of animal suit. I don't know, mate. Like, what?
I do love a jazzy blazer.
Yeah,
that's my problem. So I'm either leopard print or it might have fish printed on it or something like that.
I don't know what it was, but
or zebra. I like zebra.
It might have been zebra, but on this particular night, for example, like you kind of got in with the crowd that I was in, who, you know, if there was a queue outside Visage, they were like, "Oh, Sam, Jack, come in." So like you're like VIP, mate, and along with me, and we got a table, and you always used to do this thing where we'd get a bottle of champagne and you just start drinking it and start whacking it against your head. Like I don't know why you did that.
I think it's just pure excitement. It's literally being an adult but being a kid at the same time. And it's like, oh, look at me, I've got a bottle.
Yeah,
and I'm drinking it from the bottle because I'm trying to be Tiny Temper.
Because you're a loser. What is these references to music? Anyway.
Drinking from the bottle.
No, I gathered. Anyway, so it comes to the end of the night, you're on another level, mate. You're gone. And
well, so after a few bottles of Prosecco.
yeah, you literally a few bottles. Like I'd never seen you drink so much, and along with a lot of other stuff. And then we get outside, and you're like, "Sam, I've lost the person I'm with." Like you were a mess. And then what did you do after that? Do you remember?
I remember being in tears.
No,
about
like
losing someone that was actually in front of me. Yeah, I remember that.
Literally in front of you, and then you were like, "Sam, I need a hug. Where are they? Where are they? I can't find them." Literally right in front of you, and then I think you have a strange, you have a strange relationship with kebabs when you're drunk, because the second you found this person, you got a kebab. You were the happiest you ever been. You got a cab. And then you actually finished talking about it and you started crying again. So that happened.
I probably cried because I finished my kebab.
No, you did. Yeah. You absolutely did.
For God's sake.
So that's now on the pod.
Yeah.
So well done.
At least there's no
connections. There's no connections.
Yeah. I'm gonna taint myself.
But that also, leads back into our conversation with food, kind of. Is you ever find on a night out, the second you have any, let's say 4 or 5 drinks, you're like, oh, I've got to get the most disgusting food.
Mate, after a few bevs and a few Britney Spears beers, a few Stellas with the fellas, oh no, that's not. I honestly, something like a greasy pizza or a greasy, I don't know why it's got to be greasy chips,
disgusting.
Greasy kebab, sauce for days. Do you know what I mean?
I'd feel like say for example, if I was gonna get a Mackie D's or something, I wouldn't just get a normal order. I'd get my normal order and then I'd get I'd get a couple of burgers on top with with a salad. I don't know why I get a salad and then an apple pie and an ice cream. I'd buy out McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'd get all of it.
Yeah. I know because it's sort of like. I feel like because you've been spending a lot of money in the night, and so you just think, well, McDonald's is nothing. McDonald's is like a round, so let me just get
the equivalent of a round. And then the bill comes £40 McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then you wake up covered in bloody McDonald's boxes or something.
Well, I've never done that.
Oh no, I have.
Yeah,
I absolutely have.
You have.
I'm a disgrace.
Yes, well,
as we know. Check out our previous posts.
Yeah, I remember. I know you're gonna really hate me mentioning this on the pod.
Oh, I couldn't.
I mean, it is food related.
Go on.
Right. So we're going back to our college days. So it might have been about turned 18. Actually, right. I'm fairly sure we turned 18. I don't know about you, Sam, but I actually got into smoking weed in college.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And there was an evening where we smoked a lot.
Yeah.
The Mary Jane.
We did. We don't do it anymore, and we would not recommend it.
Yes.
I absolutely would not recommend it.
Neither would I. But when we were young and naive, little boys.
This isn't a good story.
I remember every time I would do weed at that age anyway, I would have really horrific munchies.
Mm-hmm.
But munchies to the point of never feeling filled up.
Yeah.
Right? So I would just clear cupboards and then that wouldn't be enough. And then I remember we were around a friend's house and it was quite late. It was like maybe 2 a.m. And I was aggressively hungry, aggressively. And I remember going to McDonald's and spending about £80 on McDonald's on an order, right?
What?
Yes. Now, I essentially went in there and I asked a woman to give me one of everything.
Oh my God.
No, I did. I asked, I want one of everything. So it got silly because it's like, you get 4 nuggets, then you get 6 nuggets, then you get 20 nuggets.
You're a joke.
Then you get
Joke.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Then you get different types of burgers and it's just ridiculous. I mean, it did take them a while, but it looked so dodgy because I said to them, just bring me out what you've got, and then keep bringing me. Once the other orders, keep bringing me all the food, and I just remember crashing out after the first few meals. I just completely, I wanted to pass out, and I was just eating so much.
Yeah.
But it's funny how you have a different relationship with food so easily, if that makes sense. So all it's got to take is a few drinks or something like weed, and all of a sudden it's aggressively used food, isn't it?
But then
it's like a
that's
weapon.
but that can go down to like if you're feeling depressed, or people eat.
I am
eat
a
their feelings.
big person of that. If I'm stressed or upset, I eat the worst foods just to feel happy.
That's the thing.
It's so weird to think that that is the case.
But I think
because you should feel happy by feeling good, not by eating shit food
and
feeling bad.
But I think that, say for example, you're at home, like things necessarily not going great for you, or you just think, I can't be asked to cook, I can't be asked to do this, I can't be asked to do that, and then you just get KFC for lunch, McDonald's for dinner.
It's all like a negative spiraling hole, isn't it? That you're just going down by basically, as you say, not being productive enough or positive enough to make your own meals, or because essentially by eating that food you're not going to feel good, are you?
Exactly. Like if anything, like it.
Horrific feeling.
Yeah, like you feel down, like you're feeling sorry for yourself, and you think, oh, I'm gonna have this food. The second you eat it, like I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a relationship with food is important, and it's good to, I'd say, have a very good balance and understanding of actually what you're eating.
So would you say it is a balance? What I suggested at the beginning, where you have that one horrifically bad meal.
I think it's
horrifically bad though. It has to be
disgraceful.
It has. You have to turn the rules off. Like the rules have to be off.
I think it's if you, for example, if you eat well during the week, or if you exercise regularly, and you kind of know what's going in your body, then absolutely. Like
I mean, my opinion is I don't even think it touches the size. I just think if you exercise and you eat very well, and you have a naughty cheat meal, or like a naughty evening meal, it doesn't touch the size. I'm very convinced that it doesn't affect your sort of feeling good.
As long as that cheat meal doesn't just become a regular meal.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're absolutely fine.
Yeah, you're never going to sort of like outwork a bad diet. Like you're always going to feel sluggish if you're eating that sort of sluggish food.
I couldn't agree more, mate.
So yeah, that's been our podcast about food.
That was. I have to give it to you. I thought that we were going to be like. So I ate this today, and that's it.
It is a bit random, but at the same time, I thought it was quite interesting to just. I mean, when you consider how much food, food is an essential thing. Yeah, of course, it's an essential thing, and it also brings me to I don't know why, but obviously because it's recently, it brings me back to the show that we watched. I Shouldn't Be Alive.
Yeah.
When you think that they had these really awful stories of trying to survive with no food for days, and you think like to you and me now, if I said to you, Sam, you're not going to eat any food in 5 days.
I'd say fuck yourself. For my like, do you know what I mean? Because
well, no, it's just so alien to us, isn't it?
No, I know.
It's so sort of
I couldn't do it
because there's no reason for us to do that, is there? At any point, there's no reason for us to at any stage or point.
But then, like this is going into that pod again. If you haven't seen it, feel free to go ahead and watch it. But it just that survival instinct does come in, and you'll automatically be like, I've got these resources around me. I'm going to need to use that effectively. But we're not going to go into that because we've got a pod. Check it out.
Okay. Thanks, Sam.
That's all right, mate.
Thank you. Please like, share, comment. What else, Sam?
Subscribe, obviously. Like if you're not subscribed already, then
and the little ding.
Get the old bell. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Be lucky.
And we'll see you when you're older.